All right, we're back talking about more health and fitness myths. The first one I want to talk about today is that as long as you exercise, you can eat whatever you want. This is a myth simply because a lot of people miscalculate how much they need to exercise to make up for what they eat. Not only that, we're not just talking about numbers and calories, we're talking about your internal health as well. So we want to make sure that we're healthy not only on the outside, but the inside. Sometimes we get stuck too much on the outside because that's our feedback that we see all the time. It's more difficult to see what's on the inside, but the more unhealthy that you eat and the poor choices that you make are going to affect the amount of energy that you can put into an exercise to sustain your energy level and actually burn more calories in the end. And along with that, another myth is that it's all about the pounds or the specific numbers. We cannot put a number or a price tag of any sort on how we feel. I know as mothers, we're kind of always looking for that energy, always dragging, always trying to do so many things that it can wear us down. But how we feel can put precedence over so many other things. So don't fixate on those numbers. I mean, they're nice to track, to motivate, but fixating on your weight is not always going to give you a good indicator of your progress, because a lot of changes happen in your body when you are adopting a new exercise program. So you might be gaining more density as far as muscle mass. You might be holding on to water. There are so many other factors. So how do your clothes fit might be a better factor, or how do you feel? Don't get fixated on the specific numbers like your pounds. Another myth I want to talk about is with what you eat and drink to support your exercise. Like I said, we usually overestimate what we need to eat to support what we do. And if you actually look and crunch the numbers, you'd probably be really surprised at the amount of food that you need to sustain what you're doing. But also electrolytes. You know, this has been a huge thing, like with Prime, with Gatorade in the past. You do not need to drink excessively, just like you don't need to eat excessively to support what you do. Unless you are more of an intense athlete and you're doing exercise in temperatures that are extremely high, over an hour, you don't need to replace with any electrolytes. You're just adding additional calories that you typically are not going to need. So don't fall into the marketing scheme of that. Another myth I want to cover is that exercise has to suck. It does not. What is key here is finding something that you enjoy. And I've had several clients in the past who they've failed at exercise programs before because they just were not doing something they like. I cannot sit with you and give you a program that works for somebody else and expect it to work for you. It has to be something that you sincerely can enjoy or associate it with something that you enjoy. So for example, if you hate doing cardio, but you know you have to do some type of cardio, waiting to watch your favorite show until you're doing your cardio is a great way to do it. So there's different tricks and ways that we can make it more inviting and something that you actually want to do. If you like to dance, doing dance is great cardio. So you have to find what's going to work with you and what's going to work with your schedule. Like I alluded to before, you might not be a morning person. So if I say, hey, get out there and exercise in the morning, it's just not going to work for you. So you have to find what works for you and what you can stick with. Good luck, and I'm always here.